First of all, if we just talk about kind of the interview process and kind of how you sold yourself and why you think you're the right fit for the club.
Yeah, obviously went over and had a discussion with the board of directors over at Hereford, and it was kind of open-ended really. It was allowed me to just explain what I am about and hopefully what I do bring to Hereford FC moving forward, and I actually really enjoyed it. First and foremost, it was got on really well with the guys in the room, and just explained, I suppose, what I've been doing over the last sort of decade, I suppose, in terms of football development and developing individuals and players, and obviously from a team perspective with my role here at Hartpury and also obviously Gloucester City. It was just a real sort of positive hour and 15 minutes with the board and with Tim, and I'm absolutely buzzing to be offered the role.
So obviously your role at Hartpury is very much about developing the young players. So is that something you're going to look to do with Hereford as well?
Yeah, I think it's something I've been involved in all my career. Ever since I started really getting involved in coaching at the age of probably 17, 18, I think I've always had a passion for trying to improve individuals, yes, from a football perspective, but just holistically, sort of all-round development. And there's a lot of boys that are now involved in professional football, whether that's from a playing or from a support services coaching perspective, that I've been lucky enough to work with. And so it is a big part of what I enjoy doing, and hopefully, that development from a football perspective will make the team better, and ultimately allow them to kick on to potentially a higher level, which some of the boys have gone on to do.
I know you're very into the sports science side of things and the analysis of games. Just kind of give us a little brief insight into what's involved with that.
Yeah, I suppose a big part of what I do here is about the support services around a lot of the sports that we run. With that, analysis is a big part of it. We've had quite a lot of work with Huddle over the years, where we integrate our performance analysis with the platform that they use, which allows us to do a lot of individual work but also a lot of opposition analysis, and it's just a tool that enables everybody to get onto nice and easily, so it tries to simplify everything. So very big advocate of anything from a technology perspective that's going to help performance, and to be honest, anything that would give us a 1-2% increase in hopefully our performance levels is something I want to know about, it's something I want to implement, and I think it's benefit to any sport, but football in particular. I think that you can use a lot of the sports science that's out there at the moment to help get that right result on the pitch.
Looking to Hereford and the recent kind of run of form, obviously it's not too great on the pitch, but what do you think, now you're in charge, you take your first training session on Thursday, how do you go into that?
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to meeting the boys I don't know. There's several players that I do actually know, but there's also a lot of lads that I need to get to know, and hopefully over the coming weeks I will get to know them both again, personally, but also from a football perspective, to kind of know their strengths, their weaknesses, where they actually prefer playing, where we're going to get the best out of them, and hopefully start implementing that over the coming weeks. It is difficult. Obviously, I know the situation where Hereford, where we are currently, and it's going to be a big task. That National League North is a very, very tough league, having played in it myself, having coached in it, and obviously now managing in the National League South in terms of the Gloucester role that I've previously been doing. Yeah, I just think it gets stronger year on year. That level of that National League North now, there's some very, very good teams, and it's very, very competitive. There's no easy games. As simple as that. There's no easy games, as obviously Hereford have found out, and it's just ensuring that we do everything we possibly can to maximise the chance of getting the right result every Saturday, every Tuesday, for the remainder of the season. So I'm really, really looking forward to meeting the boys. Really looking forward to implementing my own sort of style and my own sort of way of thinking in terms of how I see us being effective in that National League North.
In terms of systems and style of play, kind of what's your take on that?
I'm flexible. I think you can't. I would love to be Pep Guardiola at Man City and be able to get in any players that would fit into the system that I want to play, but you also got to be pragmatic, and you've got to do your sort of due diligence and your homework regarding some of the opposition teams, and find the best way with the players that are available for selection to get the right result. So I'm very flexible and very adaptable to being able to set up a team to hopefully get the right result. So hopefully it will be attractive football that will go with good performances and good results, but ultimately it is about getting the results, and we need to work out the best way of how we can do that week in, week out.
So you're bringing two people with you, part of your management structure, your management support team. Can you just give us a bit of information, the background on them?
Yeah, Will Morford, he's an assistant manager at Gloucester City, is coming to join the team. He's did his MSc in coaching science with me here at Hartpury. He's also a PE and coaching coordinator for the FA at the moment, and so he works full time within the game, and also again played at the level. I think he's played nearly 300 league appearances for Gloucester at that National League North, National League South standard. So we'll be joining myself, and also Luke Brick. So Luke is a performance analyst. Did a Masters in Performance Analysis at Cardiff Met University, and also had spells with Southampton and Bristol City, and he's an integral part of the coaching setup.
If we look ahead to Saturday, obviously it's the FA Cup, a great tradition at Edgar Street with the FA Cup. How important is it, especially off the back of the current run, to get the fans out and to get the players motivated?
I think that's a motivation for every single player, staff member or volunteer that might be involved with Hereford. See as the fan base unbelievable. I went to the Wembley final, and that support that Hereford FC have got is just exceptional. So yeah, it would be great to get as many people as we possibly can against Welling, because it's going to be a tough game. Steve King's got a well organised, very good team that he's put together there. So yeah, if we can get as many supporters as there to sort of get us over the line and get us hopefully into the next round of the FA Cup.
As a player and a manager, how key can support be in times when results aren't going your way, to get that extra support? Can it make a difference on the pitch?
100%. Having experienced it, not at any high level, but just when I know that there's been a good fan base behind you in terms of they've got your back, and when you need them, you can hear them. Especially having a home fixture for Saturday, I think it'll be essential for us. They are that 12th man. I know it's a cliche, but they are, and hopefully they can get us over the line.
If we talk a bit about your history, you're obviously a player, a centre-back, and you played out in Australia, and you kind of met Jimmy Oates, so obviously Hereford fans will...
Yeah, so we went out to, now wife, me and Sarah went out to Australia, and ended up playing for a team called Manly United, which is just outside of Sydney. It's a nice little ferry ride over to the northern beaches, and yeah, I ended up playing at a team where Jimmy was right back and I was centre-half. Formed a good relationship with him, both on and off the pitch, and what a top lad he is. And I then ended up getting a role back here as senior football manager at Hartpury, and it was trying to get good players that want to continue with their education, continue with their football development back to Hartpury. Tried to bring him over straight away, he didn't come straight away. It took about a year to sort of conversations with him and his dad, and then he came over on to do a strength conditioning injury management degree, and obviously play for the team and then play externally, which obviously he played with Hereford. So yeah, what a top lad Jimmy is. Fantastic ambassador for Hereford and for Hartpury in terms of obviously now being at Exeter. Unfortunately, he picked up a hamstring injury against West Ham the other week. But I'm in regular contact with him, and yeah, that's how that kind of came about and how Jimmy ended up in the UK.
A couple more players that Hereford fans will know very well is Mustafa Bundu and Sadiq Grant as well.
Yeah, Moose came to Hartpury again for a 2-year educational course and playing the football programme. He's now at AGF Our House, and again, obviously with the sort of regulations of him only being able to play step 5 at the time, Hereford was a perfect fit. Same with Sadiq, and obviously they were very good players that season and helped Hereford obviously achieve promotion into step 4. Moose is doing ever so well now. I think he's on the back of a 4-year deal at AGF Our House, starting regularly now. Again, keeping regular contact with him. Sadiq is still here. He's actually considering doing a Masters at Hartpury now, which is superb. Again, restricted in terms of the level he can play at, but again, two great lads, more importantly, but also excellent footballers.
Okay, just finally, what's kind of exciting you the most about coming to Hereford?
Supporters. Obviously, went to a game a couple of weeks ago, and that atmosphere is just unbelievable. Really excited to meet the players and see where we can go with this club, because the potential of this club is unbelievable. And then also everybody keeps mentioning me, I've got to go to Beefy Boys, like apparently the best burger in the world. And if anybody knows me, or those that do know me, know I love my food. So I'm really looking forward to tucking into one of those burgers.